Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of July 13th. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give in to our obsessing. And today we're obsessing about that looming empty nest. For Nicole, it's happening in 2 weeks. For me, it'll be a little bit longer for it to be half empty. one child flying the coop. So, what's going on, Nicole?
It was a little, I guess say unexpected, because prior to COVID, we were sort of expecting it. And then after COVID, we thought, no, it's not going to happen. But now we have realized that it is going to happen. So so in 2 weeks, my son is moving out. He's heading off to medical school. And then shortly after that, 2 weeks after that, my daughter's leaving. She's going to go do online school at her university. So we kind of been anticipating it, but it's just really starting to hit hard now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of in this, I don't know, it's not panic mode, but I kind of feel like I'm walking around in a daze because I'm realizing that, oh my gosh, my house is going to be so quiet and empty. I mean, mind you, I still, of course, the 2 cats that my son brought into the house are going to stay here. They're not, because, they're not going to medical school.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have the animals, but it's definitely a new chapter, and it's a good thing I like my husband. And, like I said, I feel like it's kind of surreal. I don't know how I'm quite, not sure how I'm going to cope with it when it actually happens. So, and they're not that far away. I mean, it's not like they're going to the other side of the world, but it's still, it's just that, I think what I'm worried about the most is just that empty house, like literally the empty nest. Like I don't worry about where they're going and how they're going to manage and, what their challenges will be, or I just worry about myself. And just this quiet house, and now it's all of a sudden it's too big for us, right? That's the other thing too, is because one of them is my son is taking all of his furniture, so his bedroom will be cleared out pretty much. Mm-hmm. And then my daughter, she's of course going to leave her bedroom as is because she just finished, redecorating it.
I know.
But yeah, it's definitely gonna have a very empty feeling to it. So I'm just kind of putting it out there. I don't know what's next for me personally. I mean, my kids have, they've got their next chapters in their lives and what they're going to do, and they're working towards their goals. And I just kind of feel like, is that it? Like, I mean, I know my mothering's not done, but my day-to-day mothering in person is
as long as there are smartphones, your day-to-day mothering is still going to go on, I think.
It will. But, it's a different experience.
It's not in person.
I'm not putting a load of laundry in for them. So it's going to be, I'm really kind of worried, actually. I'm worried about what I'm going to do next. I mean, I'm still I'm not near retirement yet. I'm getting there, but not quite. I still have, hopefully, knock on wood, I still have a lot of time left to do something with my life. And what is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know. Do either of you have friends that are in this stage, and what are they doing?
I do. I feel like that's a good question. Because, it's like I mentioned, it's halfway there for me because my daughter will be going to college. At least we think so and hope so, and hope that she'll actually stay there. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be very weird also just to have one less child in the house. And And also because everything is so different right now because of COVID. Like,
Right.
normally my son would be on his way to camp and we would have a half empty nest this whole week because of him being at camp. But,
Right.
with everything just still being so uncertain about what will he be going to school, like high school in person? Will he get to do his activities and things? It makes it really hard to sort of predict and plan and try to make the best of the situation.
Right.
The way we did distance learning in the spring did not work. So we can't do that again. So we're going to have, does that mean I'm going to sit next to him and work next to him? It's quite possible.
Oh man.
He would not appreciate.
No, nor you, probably.
No, but that's not really about the empty nest, is it? But I won't have my buffer, my other child, because they've always gotten along, and they've always, she's always been very good with him in terms of, smoothing over his ruffled feathers. And so I'm anticipating what it'll be like without that.
And you were using her to do some of the work with him too, right?
I paid her to tutor him in math, yes. So
you could still do that from a distance, right? You could do that by Zoom.
I guess so.
Need a little extra money there in college, honey?
Yeah, I'm sure she'll have time for that.
Oh dear. That is weird to have one sibling going while the other sibling is still in school. I mean, you had that too, Nicole.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird when it's just the parents left, but also if there's one sibling left, it just kind of changes the whole balance of the family. And instead of, the parental focus being divided, it's now on one kid.
That one poor child.
Which maybe sometimes they like the attention, and maybe sometimes, they wish there was somebody else to get in trouble besides them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I speak of this with no personal knowledge because my kids are never going to leave the nest. So, or not in the foreseeable future, even though I would have absolutely good use for their rooms if they ever did. But I'm not holding my breath. So, which is fine. Very happy to have them here. No problem at all. But, they went to community college and lived at home, and neither of them has a job that would enable them to live in an apartment if they wanted to, which they don't. So, my nest is snugly full for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, Nicole, what are you going to do with all your extra bedrooms now?
Yes, newly painted in one case, in a way you probably would not have painted it yourself.
Newly painted and decorated.
You can just Airbnb.
Absolutely.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I'll Airbnb it. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I was going to move my office into Josh's room because it's at the front of the house and I get a nice view of the mountains. But we've come to realize that it's just a really hot room. Like it's going to be far too hot to sit there in the summer. So I don't know. Because now I've got Josh's room, the room that I'm in. It just, the way the house is laid out, there's just going to be extra space. So I don't know, because he'll likely not come back, right? Like he's in a situation where he's got 4 years of university or medical school, and then he's got to go do his residency, and who knows where that will be. And by then he probably will have, after that he'll get a job, and who knows where that will be. So he's not he's done, right? Like he's not he's not coming back. So yeah, it's kind of a weird feeling. Definitely a weird feeling to just kind of be done with that that job of
taking care of
raising them
in your room. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's also like the anticipation, right? I mean, you don't know exactly what it's going to be like.
Right.
So that makes it a lot easier to worry, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, then the thing is that I got a taste of it when my daughter went, and it was pretty hard the first month. I mean, it was just very empty without her presence. And so And my son is very, with my daughter, she's okay with minimal interaction. So we don't see a lot of her anyway when she's at home. But my son is just very much a people person and is around and, checks in and comes down and sits and has conversations with us. And, he just is more of a presence physically around us. So that's going to be quite interesting. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking. There is one thing that, of course, I'm looking forward to, and y'all know what that is, and that's not having to cook meals anymore, per se, family meals. That is the one thing that I'm not going to miss.
There's always a plus.
My daughter is definitely preparing us by not being around whenever she can.
Yeah.
Although lately she's taken to having her friends here more often than maybe she used to. So she's just making it harder.
Yeah, I know. It's normal and it's natural, and for a lot of kids, and I did this too to my parents.
Yeah.
Although I think they were kind of happy when I left. But.
Didn't your parents move after you left and
they did?
To a house did have a bedroom for you or something?
Actually, that was me.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, they dismantled my bedroom and never kind of reset it up. I never had a bedroom after I was 16.
Oh yeah, because you went to Australia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When I came back, they had moved across the country. Yeah. Parents had different priorities back in the day.
They were simplifying.
Their child's mental health wasn't a priority.
Yep, mine moved across country the summer before I went to college, so
nice.
I slept on the floor in my sister's room for that summer.
Yeah, I slept in the TV room on a pull-out couch. I did a little bit better, I guess, Catherine. I don't know.
I mean, I think I had a mattress. But my dad had to have an office. So, there was a bedroom, but I couldn't have it.
Yeah, that's right. I know. That's what happened with me too. And then they moved 3 or 4 times after that. So, and then, they're just constantly moving around.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
you'll have your own
stay
way.
tuned, listeners, for the...
That's right. We'll obsess about this again in this space, I'm sure.
Exactly. Trust me, this is going to be the topic of discussion for the next while. What is Nicole doing now? I'll be able to share with you in minute detail of my day.
That's right.
So, anyway, that's it for today's round 4. Tune in tomorrow and we'll share our roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.